Well, good morning. What we behold is really what we become. Many Christians tend to be more focused on sin and the devil than on Jesus and what he has already accomplished to set us free from sin and from the power of the enemy. Jesus came, John said, "Behold the Lamb who takes away the sin of the world." He didn't say, "Behold your sin." He said, "Behold the Lamb that took away your sin," who abolished death, who defeated the one who had the power of death, and that is the devil. Hebrews 2:14 through 15 says this, "Insomuch then as the children have partaken of flesh and blood, he, that is Jesus himself, likewise shared in the same what? Flesh and blood as we are." You're right. The Word became flesh. Why did he do this? That through death he might destroy him who had the power of death, that is the devil, and release those who through the fear of death were all their lifetime subject to bondage. We need to understand today that the root of all bondage in this world has really been the fear of death, that the devil has used us to manipulate the entire world. I used to sing a song, an old gospel song, that said, "I ain't got time for you, devil. Don't waste your time on me." Why? Because Jesus has set me free. And that's what Jesus came to do. He came to set us free from sin and death and from the power of him who had the control of death. And as a new creation in Christ, old things have passed away, all things have become new, and all things are now of God. And also we need to remember, greater is he that's in you than he that's in the world. So I'm no longer to behold sin. I'm no longer to have a sin conscience, a death conscience, or even a devil conscience, okay? But we're to be conscious of Christ conscience, forgiven conscience, a righteousness in Christ conscience. I live in Christ, and Christ now lives in me, and that's the end of the story, okay? So we're not transformed by fixating or beholding on sin or the devil. We're really transformed by beholding Jesus, the Lamb who took away the sin of the world, who destroyed him who had power over death, that is the devil, who abolished death, okay? In other words, we are, as Cousin John said, "Behold the Lamb who took away the sin and death of the world, and has created us a new creation in Christ, where old things have passed away and all things have become new." What you behold is what you become, is what will manifest in your life. I would encourage you to behold Jesus, look into Jesus, the author and finisher of your faith. God bless.